Hey Chris, did you know that people actually think Blue Protocol is canceled? That's right, that's what we're going to talk about today. And in case you're just asking yourself, who are you and what is Blue Protocol? Well, hi everyone, Brian here. We're going to be diving into this specific topic, especially as it relates to Blue Protocol. If you're looking for more specific Blue Protocol information, I'm going to plug my channel, Ginger Blue Gaming, where I'm posting about anything and everything Blue Protocol over there. So check it out. Link will be in the description if you want. And Chris, you should totally subscribe if you haven't already. This does not mean I'm having another baby, by the way. This is just me repurposing a channel that I wasn't using and giving it a little bit more focus and direction in 2022. All right, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Blue Protocol, upcoming mmorpg by Bandai Namco. They've had a couple of closed beta tests and they have plans to release this globally. What has me excited, and the reason you probably like, oh, that's why Brian's following this with such fervency, is that they've got native controller support baked into the core of their game. So they've shown this off. They've shown off the character creator. This is an anime game that will blow your mind. Like, it just looks so good to play. Action, combat, player-driven economy. It's checking all of Brian's boxes. So it's definitely one that I think you should pay attention to, or at least keep on your radar for future discussions. Chris, just kind of file that in the back of your head. I'll feed you updates this way, as well as probably maybe we'll do some discussions if any of this piques your interest. But beyond all of that, you have the fact that the developers haven't updated us in a long time. The last updates we got is that they've signed publishing deals in Korea and in China. Now, they do have plans to bring this game to the global, to the world. It's going to be a global release, and they've already announced that long ago. But one of the things that's happened is that obviously COVID has hit everybody, and being that they weren't ready to release the game, it just makes sense to them kind of figuring out. A couple other things that kind of lend to the fear that the game is canceled, because being worried that the game is canceled isn't what I'm talking about here. It's the belief that the game is canceled and people trying to actually convince others that it is canceled online. We're going to jump into some of the things and the conversations I've had in a second, but note that we're looking at, at least a good while, a good 6-7 months since we've heard any kind of updates. And we're told that updates might be coming soon, but that's all suspicious. At the end of the day, people are so frustrated and so hungry for more information. You end up having this subgroup, this subcamp kind of form where they haven't gotten the information they want. So they're just actively trying to convince people it's canceled. But I cannot yet figure out why or the reasoning to it. And I can't figure out their logic into believing that the game in and of itself is canceled, especially one that's come so far as getting to a closed beta test, having received lots of positive feedback and signed publishing deals with a healthy financial bottom line from Bandai Namco, reporting record profits, and they're just making lots of money. So obviously there's something going on behind the scenes, but the psychology of somebody getting angry at another person for not believing that the game is canceled is a little bit suspicious and a little bit strange to me. So I kind of, was talking to some of these individuals and like saying, I'm a developer. I don't know of any development going smoothly. And that legitimately is pretty much the line that I put out there. And that seemed to create quite a fuss. Being from there, I was called either a liar or a bad developer. And I'm like, okay, so first things first, who isn't a bad developer? But I don't know of any experience where development goes smoothly. And maybe that's a personal experience. Maybe some developers out there can sound off and saying, hey, these projects that I'm on, there's never a problem. There's never a setback. You never have somebody decide to go take another job and all of a sudden have to backfill and train that position. If that exists, I'd love to hear it. This is to anybody, even if Chris, if you know of those situations, or if anybody out there in the internet knows of those situations, sound off below, because I'd love to be educated. My experience has always been different. And maybe that's kind of where I've made my career as a programmer, on, stepping into projects that have gone awry and getting them back on track. But anyway, so I'm either a bad developer, you know what, I'll take that, maybe, or a liar. And I thought that was really funny. And especially because obviously on the internet, it's difficult to really kind of always understand who you're talking to at the other end of the text. And it's always interesting when people like just try to say and discount who I am when I'm just straight up being honest and being me. And that's just something I think I've had to learn over the last couple of years, is that not every reply, especially in text, has the same value as every other. And it's obviously the more negative and more shocking responses that tend to get my attention. And those are probably the lowest value bits of pieces that information is being put out there on. So I'm just surprised that people think Blue Protocol is canceled. I just don't ever see that happening in the future, and I'm very excited for its future. Hopefully you guys, if you want more information, we could have conversations here about Blue Protocol. I'm personally very excited about it. I think it's going to be an interesting way forward for the MMO genre as a whole, and that's going to be my piece on it. Chris, can't wait to hear your thoughts. Can't wait to hear your thoughts on Lost Ark. I know I've got some thoughts on Destiny, and we're going to just keep bouncing this back and forth for a little bit. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Let us know what you think of this format, and hopefully you'll look forward to Chris's response here in the near future. But anyway, guys, for Work to Game, my name is Brian. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. But until then, take care.
Yeah. It's time to chill out on the couch and read some comments. That's right. You know me when it comes to Destiny. I'm off with a clan, and I'm glad you're feeling better. Oh yeah.